Welcome to the trending jobs. Today I will be talking about teaching and non-teaching post in Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan and Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti. Both of them are autonomous organization under Ministry of Education and they come under central government. There are altogether 1,500 posts which are available, and the applications for these have already started from the 14th November 2025, that is 2025, to 4th December 2025. So this application have already started. The last date for submission will be 4th December 2025. How do you go about submitting the application forms, or where do you get the details? Is you have to first go to the Google and then just search for Navodaya jobs or job application. Don't just search for Navodaya application form, because what you are going to get then is Google will redirect you to for admission into Navodaya Vidyalaya, that is student admission. So just search for Navodaya jobs application and it will take you to the Navodaya Vidyalaya recruitment directly. It will take you there, or else you can directly visit the Navodaya Vidyalaya. So you just type this one, it will redirect you to the other side. Just type this part, Navodaya government.in. You just have to type this one, Navodaya gov.in. It will redirect you to this site, and you will see some advertisement. This is regarding the admission into Navodaya Vidyalaya. You can just close this one, and then you have everything over here. Now you will find that it is a bit difficult to search for where is the menu. So the menu is actually here. Okay, at this point you will notice that this is the blocks that you see over here is the actual menu. If you click on it, you will get that menu. So if you are not able to, just scroll it and you see a box over here, just click on it and you get all the options over there. In this option you have to go for the recruitment, and then you have the rules for recruitment as well as the advertisement for the vacancy. So this is where your journey will begin. So if you click on the recruitment rules over here, I have already done that thing. So you will get the recruitment rules, and you can I'm going to just click on it because my net is slightly slow. It may take slightly longer time for me to load it, so I've already done that thing. So you are going to see in NVS recruitment and notification. You can just click on it and download it. So if you download it, you are going to get this one. So you can just glance through it, because that's not the actual one that you need to go for. What you can do is you can straight away go to the second option over here, and that is you can press the back and then come back here and then click on the advertisement for vacancies. So this is the one that has all the details. The first one you can glance through it if you have plenty of time. If you click on this advertisement for vacancies, you will get this one. So this the first option is the one that has everything in it. So the notification is 1 2025, filling up of teaching and non-teaching in NVS to direct recruitment drive. And yeah, I've already told you the application has already started from the 14th November. You can click on this to download the details. So you can just click on it and you can download the details over there, and you will get the details. Now I will go to the recruitment over here, so you can see the filling up of online application. If you click on here, let me just do that thing. So filling up of this one, you can just click on here and get all the online application details. Okay, so you notice that various teaching and other, you can click on this one, and you also have the apply for this one. So this is for downloading it, this is for applying it. You just apply it, and you will be given the option over here. It will take some longer time, so I've already done that thing for me. In my case, you can come over to this place where you have it. You can notice that my net is slightly so. So I have already done that. To compensate, I have already gone to the recruitment dive over here. You will come to this point, that is the application form, directly filling the application form. You have three stages over here. First one is to apply for online registration. First do the online registration, then go for the application form, and then finally pay the fees, download the confirmation. Now you get the detailed advertisement here, so you can click on this and you will download the full online form over here. I will also give you a link for this both of them. I'm going to give you the link for application registration as well as the download of application, so that you can easily download them and then use it. So I've already downloaded this advertisement, and let me slightly go through this advertisement and tell you what are the details that you get over here. So this is Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, and you notice that there are actually 1288 KVS functioning all over India. So this is a huge number of institutions which are there. Now let me quickly go through the vacancies which are available here. So the first one, you know very well, assistant commissioner and assistant commissioner academics and so on. So these posts, as a student or as a general person, you will not be able to enter into all of them, so don't ever bother about it. Even for the principal, it is not possible directly, it is not possible unless and otherwise you already are in a government job. So these are not possible. Again, vice principal, it is not possible, even though here if you notice that assistant commissioner, all are unreserved are there, 5 unreserved are there, so 6 unreserved are there. And here if you look at the principal, 68 and 49 unreserved are there. This is OBC and SC/ST, and these are physically challenged persons. So you have these details are there. Okay, if you are wondering what is this LDVD and HI, they have given in the page number 8. I'm going to just go to the page number 8 here, and I will quickly come back to here. At the end, I've scrolled down, so I quickly went. This is actually 52 pages are there in this detailed advertisement. Here they have written SC means scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and ESM means ex-servicemen, EWS means economically weaker section, UR means unreserved, PWBD means person with benchmark disabilities, and LD locomotive disability, visually impaired and hearing impaired, and all of these details are available. You can just glance through it if at all you are unaware of what is the meaning of this VI and HI means. Now coming back to this, I won't talk much about them because as a new student or as a student or as a person who has just graduated with not plenty of experience, what is pleasing to you is this post, that is the post graduation teacher PGT in KVS. Okay. Because I am biased towards the computer science, I will talk only about the students who are pursued computer science either through BSc PMCS or BCA computer science. For you, you have, because you have taken the physics, you have the physics post there, maths post there, and computer science posts are there. For BCA student, unfortunately, you have only computer science that is left over with you. Okay, so you cannot apply for physics or mathematics. And if you have taken in your graduation, if you have taken chemistry, maths, and computer science, you can also apply for chemistry. So the post here is physics is the highest post, that is 89, mathematics is 33, and the computer science 73. These are unreserved posts. Okay, so weaker section you have 8 here, and 17 for computer science, 8 for mathematics, and 24 again physics stands highest. OBC 57 for physics is there, and 21 for mathematics, and computer science 47 is there. SCST you have 31 plus 15 is there, and here 12 plus 6 is there, and 26 plus 13 is there, and you notice the physics is the highest one with 213, followed by your maths with the 18, and definitely the computer science takes the second place with the 176. This is for Kendriya Vidyalaya. So you have the Kendriya Vidyalaya. Now you also have in the Navodaya Vidyalaya. Okay, so there is a other one, Kendriya Vidyalaya and Navodaya Vidyalaya. So this Navodaya Vidyalaya, again you have the post there, and that is for physics, unreserved 78, and I will just talk about the total here, 186 here, and 167 for mathematics, as well as for computer science also there is post. So unreserved is 56, and the total is 135. So you have plenty many posts are there for computer science. So this is again sorry about the others who are looking at this one. This is for Assamese, and languages are there. So language and arts is there. So next one what you have here is the primary teacher, that is TGT posts are there. For TGT, you know very well, science and maths and subjects are there. So science you can also apply for science and maths. BSc students can apply for this. And you have mathematics 413. This is primary teachers, notice, and then for science you have 177 are available there. So the star indicates over here are the backlogs, and you know very well, physically challenged backlogs will not be converted into the general unreserved post. It will be remaining as a backlog only, and it will be called for again in the next one. Okay, now coming to the trained graduate, here you have TGT in Navodaya Vidyalaya. So this was Kendriya Vidyalaya. Okay, this is for Kendriya Vidyalaya. For Navodaya Vidyalaya, you have mathematics and science. Again, you have 279 for mathematics, and 208 for science. Posts are available. However, for Navodaya Vidyalaya, you have computer science as a separate one, wherein your BC students can apply, and you have a trending job of 653 altogether. We are including all the reservation. 653 posts are available there. So this is a huge number that you know very well. And we have the other, these are regarding the languages, and definitely you will not be a computer science student, you will not be able to apply to them here. And we also have the post for administrative officer, finance officer, and these you cannot apply for these things. Okay, so don't ever think about it. I'll tell you why you cannot apply for this later. So go to kindly watch this video till the end, so you will come to know what is the reason why I told you cannot apply for them. Yeah, unless and otherwise, again, when I say you cannot apply for them, it doesn't mean that nobody can apply. Only people who are already employed can try this job, because it requires the experience. That is why I told you, not the ordinary experience. You have to have a experience that is given by the government. I'll tell you what is that thing slightly later. Okay, this is regarding if you have are physically challenged, then this BLVHH, they have given you the details in the page number 8. You can see what is the criteria that you have to meet. So kindly go through it if at all you are applying under this. They have given you the details about what is the meaning of DHH and so on and so forth. So I will just skip that thing for to reduce the time. So now coming to the important instructions, what they have given over here, functional requirement. So compliance with the physically weak and backward. Okay, so you have to ensure that you are compliance with the requirement. Okay, that is very much required. Okay, I'll tell you what are the requirements later. Okay, Your verifications will be done, whatever you are applying, whichever post you are applying, whichever category you apply, definitely verification will be done. Now coming to the minimum requirement for all these posts, I told you that assistant commissioner and this you cannot apply, even though the scale is very high. So you notice here 78, it will start from 78,000 to 2 lakhs 9,000. Now remember, this is the basic that they have added. For 78,000, minimum of 20,000 you can add. So in this post, gross salary will be 1,20,000. Roughly you will come 1,20,000. In hand you will get 85,000. Okay, after deduction, tax deduction, and all the other PF and all the your contribution deductions will be there. Then you will get 85 to 89,000. It will come to your hand. Okay. However, there is a restriction of 45 years. You cannot apply 45 years. I will just talk about this, and later I will just tell you why you cannot, as a new student or with the unexperienced student, you cannot apply for this one. The minimum requirement they said is you have to have the master degree and a B.Ed. That is good. However, the problem comes with this third option, and that is you must be in the level 12 pay level. So that is, see, government has a pay level 8, 9, 10, 12, like that. This level, pay level, is there with the government. Okay, so private people don't have this level. So unless again, if you are in the working in the aided colleges, this level they are maintaining. Okay, so you have to have the level 12 payment already getting, and you must have 3 years of experience in the central or autonomous. So this means to say that if you are already employed in the KVS or any central government or a state government for that matter, then you can think of applying for this. Okay, so directly a fresher cannot try this one. That is why from here onwards I won't talk about what is a requirement for assistant commissioner. Again, this they have said that you have to have the pay level 12. So you must be in this range for 3 years. You have to have that experience. Again, for principal, same story is there. Don't get fascinated by here. This is the one criteria that will disqualify a newcomer from here. In other words, what they are saying is you have to have the experience in order to enter into these ones. So again, 12 years of regular service as a PGT from the pay band of level 8. So this again, for vice principal, same story is there. So I will come to the place where you can apply and where a freshers can apply, and this is a place from where you can think of applying, and that is the postgraduate teachers. And the pay band is 47,000. It will start up to 1,50,000. It will go again. Bare minimum, add 20,000 to this salary. So this is basic plus DA plus HRA, all additional benefit you are going to get it. However, here the restriction is you cannot exceed 40 years. This is only for general candidate. For women's, and there is actually 10 years of relaxation is there. For OBC, there is I think 5 years or so. I will show you the list later. So there is a relaxation for reserved candidate. For general merit, if you are applying under general unreserved category, the limit is 40 years. Above this, you cannot apply. Now coming to the what are the qualifications that are required? You have to have the essentially you need to have a post graduation recognized by from the recognized university with the B.Ed. So that these are the minimum requirement, and then for the entire post I will just show you what are the things which are there for this one. You have to have a master degree, which some of you are pursuing it. You cannot apply if you are pursuing it. And then the second one is you must have a B.Ed degree. So two are there, or you can also have a MA degree. If you have integrated MA degree, it is also valid. Or if you have a 4 years integrated degree, so B.Ed M.Ed if you have done it, or B.Ed M.Ed integrated if you have done it, it is all valid. So generally you have to have a master degree with these qualifications. Now coming to the computer science post, what are the minimum requirement that is there? So if you are applying for chemistry, you must have the one any specialization in chemistry, and for your post graduation, mathematics also any specialization will work. Again, needless to say, for physics also it is the same thing. Now coming to the story of computer science, what are the things you must have? You must either have MSc in computer science or IT, MCA from the recognized university, or you can have ME Tech from the recognized university. This is the first part, so careful with that. So this is one. This is either MSc, MCA, or MTech, and then they have the second option over here. That is, the second option is you must have a B.Ed, okay, or you have integrated B.Ed, M.Ed, okay, or 4 years of integrated degree. This is again from the teaching degree from the university. So you must have a MSc, MCA, and a B.Ed is required in order for you to qualify to this test or this particular post. And then I will not talk about these because it's going to be lengthier one. Okay, next, coming to the trained teacher and English, Hindi, and other languages. If you look at them, so let me just glance through this one, and I will come to the trained teacher, that is graduate teacher for math, science, and social. This is TGT teachers. So if you are applying for that, I've skipped the languages because I'm most biased towards the computer science and the science subjects. Definitely, social studies subjects are also there. So, what are the things you must have? 4 years integrated course from the recognized university. If you don't have it, don't worry. You have to have a bachelor or master degree from the concerned subject. So, if you want to become primary teachers or a high school teacher, then this is you have to have a bachelor degree with you, and then the second condition is you must have a B.Ed. Okay, so this one or integrated B.Ed, anything will work. Okay, otherwise they have said that you must have a post graduation in the concerned subject. This is for Navodaya. So for Navodaya they have an additional option, and the additional option is they said that you must have a post graduation in the concerned subject with any specialization, and they have given a note here for the additional subjects. So if you notice over here, the note that is given over here is for the Navodaya Vidyalaya, not the Kendriya Vidyalaya. Now for Navodaya Vidyalaya, they have specified some note here. So for mathematics, what is the criteria? So you must have mathematics as an elective or main subject for at least 3 years. That means 6 semesters you have studied mathematics. So if you have from uh, the uh, state or NEP or SCP. So for a NEP student, you have to have maths as one of your major subject. Okay, for physics, that they what they have said is you have to have it for either 1 year or 2 years. That is 2 semester, 1 year or 2 semester, whichever is valid. For physics, they have said. For mathematics, is that there is only one criteria. That means to say that you have studied mathematics for all the 3 years of your graduation. Whereas for physics, it is not the 1 year. If you studied physics is okay. Even for the chemistry, electronics, and computer science, it is the same story, either 1 year or 2 semester. If you have studied more than 2 years, well and good. There is you are not going to be disqualified. You can go for it. However, if you are studied a choice based system, CBCS system, if you have done that thing, so you have to have above mentioned combination. Any of them will work. Okay, for BSc honors also, physics or chemistry. So if you have this one, that is a candidate with the BSc honors, either physics or chemistry, are not eligible for the post of PGT maths. Okay, so if you have done the honors in physics or chemistry, you cannot apply for maths here. Okay, so that is the problem here. So these are for the mathematics. So you have to have maths in all the three semesters, that is all the 3 years. So that means maths is compulsory. Physics you might have taken for 2 years, that is this is NEP students, or chemistry you might have taken, that means in other words your second combination with the maths, whatever the second combination that you have taken, it doesn't make any sense. You have, if you are taken maths as your major subject, that's the end of it, you are qualified. However, if you have taken maths and if you have done a honors in physics or chemistry, you are disqualified from applying for mathematics. Okay, now coming to the science, story remains the same thing. PGT science, either biology, botany, zoology, and they have given the combination, that is CBZ or chemistry, zoology, any combination you have taken, you know very well which combination you have taken. So that general combination will work, so don't worry about it. So whichever combination you have taken, you must have that as a major subject. So whichever you are applying, either physics, chemistry, or whatever it is, that one must be the major subject, so it must be there throughout. Now coming to the computer science story, so your post will give you 44,000, like roughly 45,000 to 1 lakh 52,000 plus 20,000 you can add it. So here you have to have the bachelor degree BCA. Graduates can apply for this computer, that is teachers in primary and high school teacher, that is TGT. Then you have the graduation in computer science, that is BSc in computer science or IT are qualified for that. You the BE Tech students are also qualified for this one. Now this is the criteria number one. Be careful with the criteria. So this is the criteria number one. Criteria number two is you have to have a central teacher eligibility. City certificate must be there. Okay, then you must have a bachelor degree in education recognized by the NCRT, or that is NCTE, and then or you can have 3 years of B.Ed. It is recognized. So you have to have these many things. You have to have the bachelor degree, and if you have done the B.Ed, you are qualified. Then you must have the central teacher eligibility test paper 2 conducted by the Central Board of Education, that is CBCSC. You have to clear them. So if you have cleared all of them, you are qualified for this one. So there is no experience as such. If you're just qualified, you are eligible. However, there are some desired requirements are there which you can always ignore it. Okay, coming to the other, I won't talk about much because it's going to be very lengthier one. Okay, now coming to the primary teachers, you can again apply for the primary teacher also. For primary teacher, you have to have the senior secondary, that is PUC, and then their test is there. Primary teacher test is there, so you have to have the senior secondary, and then you are qualified in the central teachers eligibility test paper 1. You might have cleared in the second one. In the previous one, you have to clear the paper 2. Here you have to clear the paper 1. So central teachers eligibility test paper 1 has to be cleared by you. Now coming to the special educator, I won't talk much about it. Kindly look at them. Administrator officers, again these are not possible by you because you have 3 years of regular service. That's the reason I am not talking much about it. You can't directly enter into it. Here if you notice that they have the minimum requirement, if you notice that pay level 6 or 2 years experience is required. It is not directly, you cannot enter here. And you notice 2 years of experience they have asked for. So 3 years of experience in level 4, it is not not everybody will be having that qualified. I'm talking about the freshers, so you will not be doing it. Again, junior translator, it is not possible. Still you have the restriction on the same restriction. If you notice their working experience minimum of 3 years in level 2, and so on. So these that's why I will skip these jobs, because directly you cannot apply for them. Okay. Coming to the age relaxation, as I told you that for SC/ST 5 years, this is usual. 5 years relaxation will be there. Backward it is 3 years, and for women it is 10 years. So you can apply for regular NVS employees. 5 years relaxation is there, and for KVS NVS you have relaxation is there. Okay. Central government, directly working under central government, some relaxation is there. Again, with the person with the physical benchmark disabilities, so 15 years, 13 years, and 10 years relaxation is there. For others also you have the relaxation. Again, I won't read all of them, because it's going to be the lengthier video if I start doing that thing. A few details about the cutoff. So cutoff date for determining various criteria. This is very, very important. Various eligibility criteria. That is education qualification, experience, age limit. Everything is on the closing date. So you must be very, very careful. So don't rush and apply for the post. You have to have all your thing. What is your caste certificate, your income certificate, your category certificate, all of them must be dated on or before December 4th. If you get your caste certificate, or if you get any other certificate after December 4th, that is the last date of applying for this post, you will be disqualified. So don't do it, because some I have seen some of them have applied for it, but their certificate they got it after the last date of submission of the application form. During the verification they will disqualify you. It is really heartbreaking, because you are qualified, you cleared the entrance test, everything, and suddenly they say that you are disqualified because you got one of your certificate is issued after the last date. So be careful, get all the certificate first. Don't rush and apply for the post. Get all your educational qualification, your other experience certificate, everything, including your caste and every other certificate, is qualified certificate. Get everything and then start applying it, rather than don't say that I will get it on 10th of December. You will not be able to qualify it, because you will be disqualified. That is what they have said. So it will be closing date for the submission of online application. So the cutoff date for determining where is eligibility. Your eligibility is determined only on 4th of December. Any eligibility after 4th of December is not considered. So if you got your OBC certificate after 4th of December, you are disqualified immediately. So careful with that. Next, very careful with the OBC candidate. If you belong to the creamy layer, you are not entitled for concession. So be careful with that. If you are in the creamy layer, you are not you cannot get any of the concession, and they have said that such a candidate have to indicate that their category as general. So be careful. You are in the creamy layer, you have to apply for general only. You cannot get that thing. So only those OBC categories, okay, whose application for appointment under central government as far as the central list will only be applying under OBC and CL. So careful with the OBC candidate, careful with that one. So if you belong to creamy layer, you cannot apply as OBC. This is what they have said here. And at the end, they have given two performer 1 and performer 1A. End of this document, you will find it. You can download it and then go for it, and you can get that thing. So you notice over here, non-creamy layer certification must be between 01/25 to the last date of application. So careful with those who are applying for that one. Okay. Again, those who are having the applying for a scheduled caste and a scheduled tribe must support the claim with the proper certification. Again, they have given the performer here. Just go through the performer and then apply for it. Again, my request to all the students, if you are coming under any of the categories, please apply under the categories. Don't go for general merit only, because you are automatically considered for general merit. If you have a higher percentage, automatically you will be promoted to the general merit. So don't worry about it. If you are have the qualification, apply under the category. And very important thing is, you must have all your supporting certificates before 4th of December. That is very critically important. And again, for backward, that is basically the weaker section, and this one, again the same story is there. Let me go to the economically weak section, EWS. A few details. You must be very careful if you are applying under the income. So your family gross annual income must be less than 8 lakh rupees. So that is one other. Also, kindly go through this one. You are excluded from EWS, that is economically weak section, that is income certificate, if you have 5 acres of agricultural land, or residential flat municipality, and 20 square yard in the other. So kindly ensure that you have this one. Again, they have the performer 3 which need to be filled for this one. Okay, and this one, the candidate applying against the vacancies of reserved EWS must possess the income and asset certificate as on the closing date. Again, I told you, get all your certificates before the closing date, then apply it, and then definitely apply it on the closing date only. Okay. Mode of selection, how they are going to selection. There will be 2 tiers examination will be there, okay, 2 tier examination, and you will be given a weightage of 85% and 15%. 85% for the examination, 25% for 15% for the interviews. So altogether it will be there. So you notice the interview will be for 100 marks. Okay. And these for these categories, interviews will be there. For example, PGT interview will be there. For principal, assistant principal, interview will be there. For others, administrative, no interview will be there. Stenographer, it is not there. The secretary assistant, there will be interview, and so on. Now, what are the things which are there in the tier 1 preliminary qualifying examination? So two tier 1, tier 2 examination will be there. First one is OMR, objective type of question, and you have the part 1 to part 5. So general reasoning will be there, numerical test will be there, basic computer literacy will be there, general knowledge will be there, and language competency, English as well as the other Indian language including Kannada is there. So how many questions will be there? 20 20 20 and 10 10, altogether 100 questions will be there. And they have also specified details about Navodaya Vidyalaya. So this is for the KVS and Navodaya. So in the Navodaya Vidyalaya, they have specified the additional thing. Tier 1, what are the things which will be there? Again, for part 1 to part 4, so here you notice that 1 to 80 questions will be there in tier 1 for all the other posts, so which are not mentioned over here. That means if you are applying for teachers, you will get 80 questions. 1 to 80 questions will be there. So 100, totally 100 questions will be there. So this is the same thing. Don't get confused with them. What is important over here will be, so whenever you are writing the examination, there will be a negative marking for wrong questions. Okay, so 1/3 mark will be deducted for each wrong question. This is a MCQ question. There is a second tier 2 it will be descriptive questions will be there, uh, 60 objective and 10 descriptive. Second question, 70 marks weightage will be there for this one. So be careful with this one also. Again, for this also you will have negative marks for descriptive as well as for objective, that is MCQ, and well as this one there will be a negative grading. So when you are applying, when you are writing the test, ensure that you don't tick the wrong answer. Again, they have also mentioned every question. I think I missed that thing. There will be only one right answer. There won't be two right answers for a given question when you are ticking in the OMR. So there is no provision, and also there is no provision for revaluation. It will be not there, and I think somewhere I missed that thing. Uh, there is a one question will have only one correct answer. There won't be two correct answer. If you tick two correct answer in the OMR sheet, then it will be considered as both answers will be removed. They won't consider any of the answer for them. Okay, this is allocation. This is once you get your job, when you get the confirmation, you can do that thing. Now this is all the things which are there, and you can go through the entire thing. Okay, regarding the payment of the fees for your teacher PGT, I will be just concentrating. So 2500 for examination fees. This is waived off from SC/ST candidate. You don't have to pay for 1500 application fees. You don't have to pay that thing. You have to pay 500 rupees. So altogether 2000 rupees you have to pay. Online payment will be there for all the post. It is 2000 rupees you have to pay. Now, before applying, few things you must have: a scanned image of your photograph, scanned image of your signature must be there. Payment will be using UPI. Payment is also there, even though they have not mentioned over here. Net banking and UPI is also there. You can pay using your UPI payment. Any UPI payment is valid. Okay. This is very very important. Registration opens from 14th November and the registration closes on 4th December. Okay. Fees payment will open from 14th November and fees payment will also close from 4th of December. Okay. So apply it before 4th. Don't wait until the 4th. Okay. So these are the performer which again I'm just glancing giving you a glance of the performer that you need to fill. You can download and take the printout of this. Now how do you apply for this? You have read all this instruction. Come here and go for a new registration. So when you apply for the new registration, this is what you are going to get. First fill the registration form, then the application form, finally fees payment. Three things will be there. Again, they have given you an option to download the same document that I've shown you here. The application processing fees for the SCST, I've already told you, it is waived off. Okay. For your teachers, if you are applying, it is 1500 plus 500, 2000 rupees you have to pay. Okay, so again for SCST and for physically weaker and all the reserved categories, this fees is not there. However, that 500 rupees you are paying is non-refundable. They have already mentioned you cannot get it back once you pay. Yes, it is all over. You can't get it back. Few details: how to fill the application form, they have mentioned over here. Okay, and regarding the password, 13 character password must be used. You can reset the password, and the application, how do you do that thing? One time registration, then how to go about it. I'm going to go over here, and I said I have read all of them, and I'm going to click here and say click here to proceed. So I because my net is slow today, when I went here, the net became suddenly slow, so I'm not able to get to that speed. Okay, so you notice over here. So this is what you are going to get. I think it went to some wrong site there. Okay. When you apply for this one, what is this? So if you have clicked on here and then click on the proceed, you should get this one. Okay, this is what you're going to get it. Last time I got something strange, but this is what you're going to get it. For you have to fill the personal, your name, candidate name, you have to fill it, father names and father name, date of birth, gender, and so on. You can fill those things. Your present address, you have to fill it, and your email address. OTP will be sent. Very careful with that one, as well as for your mobile number. Both the OTPs will be sent there. So when you fill it, see to it that you can fill the properly. If you are living at the same place, you say same as the present address. If you are living at the same place, and set the password and click on submit. This is the stage one of your part, that is registration. Be careful, make a note of registration number, your user id, and registration number. That is very much required. Any further communication, they will only ask you for the application number and registration number. Make a note of them as you are applying for this. And next one, application form will come. I'm not going to apply it for that, so I won't be showing you the details how to go about it, because I'm not applying. I'm just telling you how to go about it. Then you will get the application form. See to it that you have your JPEG photo, a clearly taken JPEG photo. I think they have mentioned somewhere here. So this is the uploading. So scanned photograph must be in JPEG format, and it must be maximum of 200 KB photograph. So your photo should be that, and your signature, you have to write your signature on a plain sheet of paper, one small sheet of paper. Take the photograph of that, and it must be less than 50, a maximum of 50 KB, and photograph must be either colored or black and white, but it should have clear contrast. So that is very much required. You go to a photographer and ask them to take a photograph, and you say that you are applying for the post. They will take the proper photograph. That's all. It was a lengthier video because there are a lot of posts that I have submitted this one. Kindly apply, and all the best for your post in Kendriya Vidyalaya. Thank you for your interest.